In this video, we are going to focus on the writer. This is an area in which nonfiction differs from other genres. In many ways, it really does not matter to the reader who wrote a story, poem, or a play. The work stands on its own. When we read nonfiction, however, who the writer is becomes crucial. As a reader of nonfiction, you will want to focus on three things. The writer's credibility. What makes them able to know so many facts about a certain subject? The writer's attitude. What do they believe about the subject? The writer's purpose. What are they trying to accomplish? You are hopefully well aware that, in real life, we cannot believe everything everyone tells us. The same is true of nonfiction writing. Focusing on the writer and his or her credibility, attitude, and purpose will help you decide as a reader what you can and cannot believe. Let's first look at what credibility means. Credibility means how believable someone is. If a writer is believable, you can have confidence in believing the facts put forth in their writing. For example, a person who never visited Chicago or lived in Chicago is not a good source of information about life in the Windy City. It's just the same as reading a restaurant review on the new steak restaurant in town, only to find out that the writer is a vegetarian. You might want to doubt the writer of a presidential biography if the person writing it did all the research from their mom's basement while working at the local bank. While reading, you need to think about the author's credibility. Equally important is the writer's attitude, which is usually a product of past experiences and his or her purpose. For example, a U.S. Army veteran who served in Iraq and received many medals there will probably write a very different piece than someone with a dishonorable discharge. Although they both may include facts, one person may emphasize some facts over others or leave certain facts out. I'm sure that you've never done that before while in trouble in school or at home. The writer's attitude definitely affects you as a reader and how much you believe them. Finally, let's focus on purpose. Purpose is the whole reason that someone has written a text. An economist writing about the state of the nation can be objective and not include their opinion, while a political candidate usually has one main goal: to secure votes. This doesn't mean that opinion has no place in nonfiction. On the contrary, remember that it has its own category called argumentative nonfiction. The important thing to remember as a reader is that you need to discover for yourself what the author's purpose is, and if that affects anything that you want to believe from them. So just remember that nonfiction is a fact. You need to ask yourself, is the writer telling you the whole truth? In order to do this, look at the writer's credibility, the writer's attitude, and the writer's purpose.